In my last video, I talked about what I call double joiners, people that cut across multiple lanes when joining a dual carriageway or a motorway. Before we move on, thank you for all the suggestions of names that are actually a little bit better than double joiners. I particularly like the simplicity behind tosspots and the accuracy of double crossers. But my favourite one that I will now be henceforth referring to these creatures as was lane teleporters. I think that is a brilliant way to describe what these people do. Since making that video a short time ago, I have come across many more of these creatures in the wild, and there's a couple examples that I thought I would share with you. And because I know some of you enjoy it far too much, I will be showing a couple of mistakes that I've made over the last year. So if you're only here to tell me what a terrible driving instructor I am, hang tight because your moment's coming. In this first clip, we're in a 40 miles an hour roadwork section, and ahead 2 heavies are established in lane 1. Lane 2 closes further ahead, and in slow moving traffic we are encouraged to use both lanes, so everything's perfectly normal until the white car decides to teleport straight from the slip road into lane 2, just as the HGV is legitimately trying to move into lane 2, and it's a very near miss. This is exactly the sort of risk that I was trying to highlight as part of the video, and many of you understood it and said you dislike it too. And if it's part of your normality in driving, you will do it when you aren't perhaps assessing the risks. One day the gap you expected simply won't be there. Then yesterday this white van performed exactly the same manoeuvre behind me before squeezing past with barely any room. Very distracting, and it closes up the gaps other people might be trying to maintain. And because of it, I momentarily ended up closer to the vehicle in front than I intended as the speed limit reduced. Of course, I rebuilt the gap immediately. And of course, feel free to leave a comment, something like, "You're a driving instructor, you're not allowed to be human." And my response will be, So today's video is dedicated to people that I refer affectionately to as dickhead departers. Exactly the same mentality, just leaving instead of joining. People who decide that the exit that's been signposted for the last mile or so is actually their exit, and decide to then teleport from lane 2 into the slip road, and sometimes even lane 3 straight into it. Often, as in this case, with heavies completely blocking their view. It's also one of the reasons why in next week's video I will be talking about why I am very, very reluctant and have actually never really passed anyone on the left, either on entry or exit slip roads. Cue a torrent of outrage. People often think these sorts of manoeuvres are fine because there's no crash, maybe no use of the horn from anyone, no drama, therefore it's perfectly acceptable. But that really isn't how risk works. The highways gods have very kindly given us these enormous signs warning us that our exit is approaching. Yet somehow this teleporting todger ignored every single one of them. Despite, if we look at the rear camera, there being a perfectly decent gap for them to fit in behind, all to save a few seconds. Driving for me is always about managing the risk, and here the risk to reward ratio is not even a debate that I would entertain. Another reason I don't rush to pass people on the left as I approach exits is cars like this. Many people would tailgate a vehicle like this, and as the vehicle looks like it's carrying on the carriageway, they would accelerate into the space that's now created on the left. Meanwhile, the red car suddenly realizes, oh, actually, this is my exit, and you've got a potential collision. And for anyone shouting at the screen, yes, I am aware that my learner is a little bit too close here. Moving on. If you genuinely watch this maneuver and can't see the problem, the restricted view, the signal going on during the lane change rather than well before, the teleport itself, I'm afraid you're probably beyond my help. Every piece of official advice that you will find advises you if you miss or get very close to your exit, don't dangerously dive off, drive up to the next one. And yes, going the wrong way is inconvenient on a road layout like this, but it is not worth the risk of what this driver's trying to do. With my learners, I play what I call the outside car game. It's not nearly as interesting as it sounds. If they miss a turn or go the wrong way, I will simply ask them, did the vehicle behind know you were meant to turn right there? If the answer is no, then there's no problem. When we get away with something like this on the roads, it should really be a moment for reflection not a moment for us to triumph in how good our driving ability is. Speaking of reflection and mistakes, here's one of my own. This was on the way to York for my wife's 40th. I'm leaving some roadworks that I've been in for a long time. And up ahead, you'll see another reason I'm not keen on flying past people on the left around these markings, despite many people telling me that I can. Now look at these signs as I exit. They are huge. They're both sides of the roads and they're pretty obvious. Yeah, I didn't see them. As you can see, I stay at 50 miles an hour thereabouts, and along comes someone with the patience of a saint who absolutely has to overtake me. I genuinely do think, and I'm sure many of you will agree, that some people do things like this just to prove a point. Oh, you're doing something wrong. I shall now punish you. If you look at the rear camera, I'm already level with the exit slip as they decide to come past. So for me personally, yes, I've made a mistake, but this is another child in a man's body behind a steering wheel. Now, I do try and learn from every mistake that I make, be it teaching or driving, and that is what makes me continually, what I feel, improve as I go along. I don't believe there's such a thing as a perfect driver, and I'm quite happy to share my mistakes that I make with you, especially as I feel with less confident drivers. If you can look and say, well, a driving instructor's making mistakes, then maybe we're just as human as each other. Finally, I wanted to share a delightful clip, road harmony as it should be. It's the little things in life, hot chips by the beach, that first coffee of the morning, or a heavy indicating at the countdown markers, showing me that they're leaving in good time, so I don't even need to think about moving across lanes, and I just simply remain in lane 1 in harmony. Oh, sorry. I've actually had that clip saved since September 2025, so you can see how my little brain works. Enjoy your journey, stay safe on the road, and if going the wrong way for a few minutes means you lose that few minutes, then do it. The road will always give you another opportunity. Don't create your own route and put everyone else at risk.